Good afternoon, everybody. It's Ryan Gray with you again. Day 3 of ISE. We're bringing you another booth tour with Higher Ed AV Media. I'm here with Larry O'Reilly, the CEO of ARHT, which I think he's going to be able to show you some technology that's pretty different than anything else we're going to be bringing you. So, start us off. What is ARHT, and what on earth is this behind us that we're looking at?
Well, ARHT is an 8-year-old company that does live streaming all around the world, where we capture people in one location, present them somewhere else as a live hologram in 0.3 seconds or less.
Around the world?
Around the world, all over the world. We do it in Asia, we do it in the Americas, we obviously are here in Europe, and we do it in the Middle East as well, so the entire globe. We have a number of different types of displays. Today we're actually looking at our new capsule display. We brought this to market last May with a big kickoff at NATO in Brussels. We got a guy doing a science experiment here. This is a pre-recorded, but during CES, this guy was actually being beamed in from Toronto, live to Las Vegas, doing science experiments, educating the public on the beauty of science. This has 3 main functions. We beam in live. We've been doing that from London throughout the show. It has this, which is a touch panel kiosk mode. So if I go like this and touch it, here we go. I can pick and choose what kind of content that I want to show. So if I want to demonstrate a product, here we have a product that pops up, or
right,
whatever it might be. So it's a great consumer-facing type thing. For the higher ed, actually, it could be any kind of subject that you'd be interested, and you could go on a journey that way.
Right.
And then you can have a rolling loop of pre-recorded content as well. So
right,
those are the 3 main things. I want to turn you into a hologram. Let's do that next.
That would be amazing.
Let's do that next. Let's come this way.
No problem.
Okay,
So,
we'll go after this guy.
Yesterday when we were doing a podcast talking about this technology in higher ed, and one
Right.
of the things we were talking about was the difference between just bringing somebody in on a flat screen in Zoom and actually bringing them in as a 3D hologram, having a different sort of presence to remote presenters. So what do you hear from customers who do stuff like that with this?
Well, I mean, what we're trying to do is create the illusion the person's in the room. And so much of communication is body language, right?
Yeah.
Here I'm using my hands as an example, but in a 3D environment, if you see anybody head to toe that appear to be 3 dimensions and there's no noticeable latency in the audio, your brain is telling you they're in the room.
Yeah.
And that's how you create presence. And it's a wholly different experience than seeing something in 2D. It's night and day.
That's awesome. Yeah, I wish you all could see it in person because it looks 3-dimensional. It feels like you walk up and the person, like someone needs to open the door and get them out of there.
Yeah.
Because you've got a person stuck in that box.
You're 100% right.
That's
so
awesome.
Let me show you how we do it. Oh, we've got somebody who's doing it here right now. Why don't I sneak in for one quick second?
All right.
And you can actually come on stage with me right here. Okay, listen, it's as simple as this, right? So we have one light here that is creating a shadow behind.
Right.
And on that 4K camera there, it's capturing our image and the shadow, and then when we play it back, it creates the illusion of depth in 3D.
Yeah.
And you can overlay other graphics and that sort of thing. It's as simple as that,
So, and beyond the camera and the illusion, what sort of technology goes into making it look so 3D and allows you to move it across the world so quickly?
Well, the key is our software, right? So we have streaming software called the ARHT Engine. It's a combination of hardware and software that we've developed over an 8-year period. We also have, key turn servers in the cloud around the globe, wherever there's bottlenecks in the internet. And so that we can move these video and audio packs in 0.3 seconds from capture to display anywhere and into multiple locations at the same time.
True.
So what we're doing is we're capturing 4K image and the audio. It goes into our server where it's compressed and encrypted, so it's fully encrypted end to end. And so it's a point-to-point system and then played back in that time plane. At the same time, if you see at the top of capsule, there's a camera there and built-in microphones. It is actually capturing the audio and the video of the audience and feeding it back to the presenter in exactly the same time. So right below here, we have the audience feed.
Right.
So if I'm the speaker, all I do is look at the audience I'm addressing, and I'm actually looking right into the camera. And that's how we create the magic.
That's awesome. So it's not just a one-way communication. You really want it to be available 2 ways.
100%.
Like you were demonstrating at CES.
100%. And we're demonstrating it here. Now we're just happening to be demonstrating it in a different room.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So one other question for you before you go. What schools in the United States do you know have this technology where is some place, if we are traveling around or going to conferences, where could we see this put in a higher ed situation?
So it's currently running at Emory University in Atlanta, NC-A&T in North Carolina, USC in Los Angeles, and there are additional ones, and I'm really embarrassed, but I'm forgetting the names.
It's okay.
I apologize.
So it's really cool. We were talking about that. So we have a fall conference of higher ed AV people that is being hosted by USC this fall.
Excellent.
So the entire membership of ETC is going to get to make a hologram of themselves and really see like what that experience could be like. It's amazing.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, Joe Way will be happy to host you, I'm sure.
He as he always is. And then the last thing I'll say, if you don't mind, is I have a daughter who's a senior, and we've been traveling looking at colleges. And one of the things we thought about this is you could walk up and have a 3D hologram of yourself made at a school, even on a visit, was the sort of thing that would make that place stick in your mind in a way that's different than just walking around buildings, and being able to then have remote people come in this kind of format. It seems unlike anything else we're seeing right now.
You're 100% right. In fact, there's a Canadian college called Seneca College. They utilize Capsule for recruiting, exactly what you're talking about. And what they did was they pre-recorded existing students who came on camera for like 15 or 20 seconds and said, hey, when you come to Seneca, make sure you do this, this, and this, or choose Seneca for this, this, and this reason, or whatever it might be. It was a home run. Like, people were lining up, and then they allowed people to turn themselves into a hologram as well.
That's when we talk about building experiences with technology, this is the sort of example I love. All right. How's your show going? What has ISC been like for you guys this year?
It's been amazing. To be honest with you, I'm a little bit surprised at the scale of ISC. I mean, it's grown massively. I mean, it's just a little bit smaller than CES at this point. You know, 50,000 people here, 65,000 at CES. So we were at CES, and then we were at NRF, the National Retail Forum in New York, and now here. And so in a month, we've been visiting a lot of people. We've been out there. So it's exciting.
Would you tell our colleagues back in the States that they should go ahead and get on a plane and get to ISE next year if they can?
Absolutely. You know what? There are a lot of people who exhibit here who don't exhibit at CES.
That is very true.
There's lots of other things to see. And I know that from the universities that have been here visiting with us so far, they said it's been well worth the trip.
I agree. That's awesome.
I recommend it.
Good deal. Well, thank you, Larry.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate your time.
No, Ryan, nice to meet you.
I really look forward to hearing the comments that we get back, seeing this technology on video.
Perfect.
Thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.